Focus on your salary increase. 1 crore per annum salary, that should be your final goal. You can book a session with me. I have coached more than 5,000 people and helped them in becoming successful in their corporate careers. When you started your corporate journey, you felt that you have the education, you have the knowledge, and you have the skills to make it big in the corporate world. You also felt that you have the passion, you have the energy, you have the zeal to become extremely successful in your career. But as the time progressed, somewhere you have started getting this feeling that things are not moving at a pace you actually wanted them to move. Your career growth is not happening at a speed you wanted it to move. Your salary is not growing at a speed at which you actually wanted it to move. And in reality, your expenses are moving at a much faster pace and your salary is finding it difficult to keep pace with it. You're busy managing your boss, managing politics at workplace, trying to secure good increments every year, trying to secure a promotion, and somewhere you're feeling that you're stuck. You don't know how to move ahead, how to actually get the kind of growth in your career, growth in your salary which you had originally planned. And you have more become like a slave of routine where every day you are spending so many hours in just managing your day-to-day work and you seriously don't know how to move ahead. In fact, the reality is that the only solution which you know is if things are not working out in this job, let me just quit and take up a new job. But that's not a real solution because there is no guarantee that things would be better in the new job. Now let me tell you, you're not alone who is facing all these challenges. Most of the corporate professionals face these challenges at some point in their careers. This is very normal. In fact, I have personally faced all these challenges in my career. I have spent more than 25 years in the corporate world and I have actually gone through the same phase in my career also, and where I could figure out a way to get over these challenges and become successful. And I could achieve some great success in my own personal career where I worked with some of the best companies in the world. And then once I learned the art of cracking this corporate code, I started training and coaching other people also so that they can also become successful. Now, I have coached more than 5,000 people and helped them in becoming successful in their corporate careers. Now, one thing which I always tell people is focus on your salary increase, because the money that you receive is the single most important indicator of your corporate success. In fact, I always tell people that your goal should be to reach an 8-figure salary in rupee terms, 1 crore per annum salary. That should be your final goal. And many a times when I tell people that this is something which you should target, they get scared. But that's not the point. That's the only way you can keep the momentum going and you can really achieve abundance in your life. You can give a good life to your family. It's very important. And I have coached more than 5,000 people, and out of that, more than 100 have actually achieved this goal. Today, they are drawing more than 1 crore per annum salary and they are living a very abundant life, a very nice lifestyle, and they are feeling very happy about it. And there are many others who are also close to reaching this goal, earning 50, 70, 80, 90 lakh salary per annum. So it's possible. Now, what I typically tell people is that there are two things you need to understand, and they are very important if you want to grow in the corporate world. The first is that all the corporates are organized in the form of a pyramid, where there is more space at the bottom, and as you move up, the space becomes less and less. Now, getting in at the entry level is easy because there is more space. But to grow further, it becomes more and more difficult because there is a lot of competition, a lot of politics, and you have to actually figure out a way to manage all those things and keep growing, because otherwise either you will get stagnated or you will fall aside. And many people go through that experience. Now, this is one thing which you have to understand very well, because only people at the top earn an 8-figure salary in rupee terms. people at next levels, they don't earn this kind of salary. Even in some companies, even CXOs don't earn that kind of a salary. So that's why you have to be extremely focused about reaching the top very quickly, and that's the only way to achieve this kind of salary number in the corporate world. So that's the first point. The second point that you have to understand is, in the corporate world, salaries grow in the form of your annual increments, and increments come to you as percentage of your base salary. Now, if your base is low, your absolute increase would be low, and in the initial years of your career, your base salary would be low. So that's why your growth in salary would be low compared to all the people who are sitting at senior levels, who have very high base, and with the same increment percentage, they are earning much more. So that's why it is very important to figure out a way to keep growing very fast in your career in the initial years. And that's where I support people. In fact, I always tell them that you will have to keep doubling your salary every 3 to 4 years. That's the only way to reach the top faster. And there is a method to all this, and which I teach people. So these are the two things, if you really understand, then you would really be able to figure out a way to grow fast in your career, to earn more money. In fact, as per the data given by the Income Tax Department last year, in the whole of India, less than 1 lakh people could earn salary or income of 1 crore per annum. So you can understand how elite this club is. So if the club is elite, its membership would not come easy. And that's why one needs to understand the method, one needs to crack this corporate code, and that's where I help people. So with my experience, I have created a coaching system called the Transformator, and I take people through it, and that's how I support them in growing their career, in achieving first 1 crore per annum salary, and to achieve that I put them on a path where they learn how to keep doubling their salaries every 3 to 4 years, because that's the only way to grow further. So this is how this whole method works. This is how one can crack the corporate code. This is how you can actually get out of all the problems that I described in the beginning, and that's the only way to grow. Because if you just keep thinking about these problems, if you don't act, then nothing will change. If you keep doing everything what you have been doing, you will keep getting what you have been getting. So you need to act very fast. You need to figure out this whole method in the early stages of your career, or wherever you are today. You need to act very fast, because that's the only way to get out of this problem. That's the only way you can earn more. That's the only way you can give a good life to yourself and to your family members. So that's where I support people in terms of understanding this whole method, and where I also invite you to have a conversation with me, to have a coaching session with me, where I can help you understand where you are stuck, what are the things that you need to do, what are the few steps that you need to take, and how you can also put your corporate journey on the right track and start targeting towards earning an 8-figure salary, earning that 1 crore per annum salary by learning the whole method of doubling your salary every 3 to 4 years. So I invite you to be a part of this conversation, the coaching session, obviously free of cost. And if you are interested in having this conversation with me, you can book a session with me by clicking the button given below, and then I will see you on the other side, where I can help you in figuring out a method to make your life better. So I look forward to meeting you personally, having this conversation, and trying to make difference to your life. Thank you very much.